Hey everybody, Matt here, Life's Journey. Hope you're doing well. Before I get started into all this, because the topic today, it's rally season. It's already kicked off, but it's rally season. But if you can, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. One thing I will ask you, since I've changed the name of my channel from Life's Journey at 50 to Life's Journey My Moto Adventures, just because I'm getting a little closer to the 60 number.
No. Respectfully, Toby, no.
Figured I might as well change it now. Maybe if you can unsubscribe to the Life's Journey 50 and resubscribe to My Moto Adventures might help. I've seen my numbers dip a little bit. And I could be the content, who knows. But if you guys could do that, just, unsubscribe and then click right back and subscribe would help the channel out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. So let's get into this thing. All right. Rally season is kicked off, right? Just had Daytona, craziness. March Moto Madness is right on our doorsteps here. Matter of fact, I'll be down there. My big thing about the rally season is, now that I've been doing this for 5 years, rally season is all over the place, right? Now, I think you really have like 3 different buckets of rallies. Now, this is just my opinion, but I think you've got the Harley-Davidson rallies, right? You've got the Daytonas, the Sturgis, and there's a bunch of others that I really don't know because I'm not in that arena. Then you got the ADV, the adventure rallies, the March Moto Madnesses, the Whalen Wanes, the 49er rally out west. You've got over in Europe, the ADV Fest. You've got Revzilla's Get On Adventure Fest, and all the Moscows, there's a lot of stuff. Tour Attack, everybody, right? ADV rallies. And then you have dual sport rallies. So I'm going to touch a little bit on all 3, mostly adventure, a little bit of dual sport, and just a highlight of the Harley-Davidson because I really have no real world experience in that. But I do subscribe to quite a few people that are in the Harley world because I do enjoy their content. And I see them going to all these rallies and stuff. So, in what I've gathered from watching them, right? So, let's just, I'll be real quick. Harley-Davidson. The Harley-Davidson rallies, and again, like I said, I've got some buddies that have gone to them, and then obviously I follow some channels. To me, it's hardcore. It's Harley-Davidson. Not real. I don't know if they're really accepting of other brands. Even Indian, I think, obviously gets shunned. You show up on an adventure bike like a BMW and stuff, and people just, or I can imagine if you showed up on a R18 BMW or something like that, you'd probably get laughed out the building or whatever. So, it's hardcore, heavy boozing, partying, a lot of craziness from what I've seen on the videos. Again, never experienced it. I'm sure that it's not always like, that's the sensationalism of it stuff, right? I'm sure that there are some core hard folks. But then obviously Harley, what the struggles have been is just because that generation or those riders are just getting older. They're getting like my age and older. And so you don't see a lot of the younger people in the Harley-Davidson piece. Every time I see a lot of videos, I see a lot of folks that are probably my age and older, 55, I'm 58, and everybody, getting older and stuff like that. But cool bikes, custom stuff. It's like I said, from the videos I've seen, pretty cool. And if you're in that environment, you're in that world, I get it. It's something to do.
This is Harley-Davidson. It's the best damn motorcycle ever made.
Let me get into the dual sports because I'm more on the adventure stuff and I can talk a little bit more about it. The dual sport rallies, been to a few of those. And I have to say it's just a KTM rally. and then it's all others. And Now, granted, there's a lot of, I have a beta, some other people have stuff, but if you don't show up with at a dual sport with like a 2-stroke 350 KTM,
well, Zach, Marvin Nittick's dirt bike.
like you're nobody, you know, like I love those dudes, but even at the ADV rallies, you'll get the hardcore dual sport guys, and they're just revving it up, man. It is like napalm in the morning, man.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
It's like, you know, you get that 2-stroke going and me, and you know, it's again, from a late 50s guy. If I was 20, 30 years younger, probably would be doing the same damn thing. But for me at my stage, it's comical. Like a bunch of my buddies and stuff, we just kind of laugh and a little envious, right? Because it's just that even the guys that are my age that are, you know, me doing that side, it's just it cracks me up. I've never owned a 2-stroke. I've got a Beta 434, you know, and so at the end of the day. But the dual sport rides, now, hats off to these dual sport dudes. I mean, they love to take their bikes going up Mount Everest. They like to jump, you know, the Grand Canyon. They love to, you know, they love to do everything on the dual sports. Like it is, you know, single track, let me find the hardest thing to go do and let me go kill myself and it's all good. Like, I will say this. Last year, I got coerced or talked into being the lead on an advanced dual sport ride at Whale and Wayne last year. I am not a guy that's going to go ripping through at 50, 60 miles an hour through single track. I was barely being able to do 30, 40. I had guys on T7s, you know, that were like, you know, I can, like, again, I've said this before. I can still hear that noise in the back of my head, but you can, all the dual sporters, you know, and stuff like that. And again, it's a fun thing. And if I was probably only had 5 years of riding, if I probably started my journey in this whole thing 10, 15, 20 years ago, I probably would have one too. But at this stage of the game, I don't know if I'll ever do the old 2-stroke thing, but, plus, I'm just not a mechanic, and I don't the gas and oil like it does, you know, all that stuff. But there's some great dual sport stuff. I see guys like Matt Kelly and other folks that are just again, if you don't know who Matt Kelly is, he's a 2018 GS Trophy guy, and I've ridden with him, and you know, just I've seen crazy stuff. I've seen crazy stuff from all these guys that do these dual sport stuff. So, and then you have the other rally stuff. You got the adventure rallies, right? And again, like I said, March Moto Madness is here. I'll be there. I've probably seen this video right on the cusp of March Moto Madness. And that you have everything from beginner to advanced riders. You've got every bike from what I just said, the dual sporters, all the way up to the big hogs like I ride, the big rhinos, right? You know, the 1250, 1300 GSs. And what I do find is that it is, at least in the ADV rallies, it is a little bit more open-minded. There's multiple bikes. Everybody pokes fun at everybody with their bikes, but there's no shunning of someone. I mean, if you have an Africa Twin, great, whatever. If you have a KTM, it doesn't matter. They're just ADV folks having a good time or whatever. The one thing that I do find at the ADV rallies, which is funny to me, and again, this is my 5 years of experience of doing this, is I really think you've got like 3 buckets of people. You've got the FOMOs. These are the folks that show up at rallies because they have a fear of missing out on something. They need to go to a rally because they don't want to feel like like I said, they missed out on something. And then you have the folks that show up that want to do the rally inside of a rally. So that's where they get their little conclave and they go off into the rally and don't associate with anybody else at the rally and just do their own little thing. Again, cool, you know. And then you'd get the other folks that are kind of a tweener. They got their little crew or whatever, but they also interact with the rest of the rally and stuff like that. So I see these like 3 different buckets that are out there. And you know, it's kind of funny because the FOMO folks they'll bounce around and talk to everybody. And again, it's the fear of missing out on something, like they're going to miss something if they're not there. And sometimes those folks either stay on the rally premise or don't, because they come in and they come out and it's kind of like they're all over the place. Social butterflies, that's cool. I guess I can get accused of some of that because of what I do here. But then you have, like I said, then you got the crew that's kind of the rally inside the rally, where they have their own little exclusive group. And yeah, are they open to people coming into that little exclusive group? Yeah, maybe. You know, it depends. Depends on how well you know some of the people that are inside that group, and do they allow you in there? And then if you do step in there, do they even talk to you? You know, like you're just an ancillary person just hanging out with the rest of the group. And I find, you know, again, I've been part of those little things too, and that's why I'm bringing this up at the rallies. Then you have the folks that have their little crew, but they also participate in the big rally, which means, and again, the difference between those two is the group that's inside the group that has their own group inside of a rally usually don't do a lot of the stuff inside the rally. The folks that have their own little group but still participate in a rally, they'll sign up for things, you know, like let's just say, take it for a Whale and Wayne, you know, that group might go on the train for the wings and beer, or, you know, they have their own, they go to the dinners and they participate in that, and they go to maybe some of the, you know, different things that are inside there. Again, much different than the folks that have their own little compound where they do their own cooking. They don't want anything to do with anybody else. Leave us alone. And we're just here to hang out with our friends and have a mini rally inside the rally. And they kind of want to dictate their own little thing. So I don't know. It's funny. It's rally season. It's comical to me. I've between all the things that I've done in 5 years, I've been exposed to a lot of different things. I've been part of clubs, part of organizations, obviously different bikes that I've owned, different riding experiences that I've had, all the different people across the whole board. I would just say that, you know, the rally thing, to me, when I stand back sometimes, I chuckle and find some stuff is comical. And I don't know what your thoughts are. Let me know. But, you know, I enjoy going to the rallies. I do. I do like to be a little bit of the social butterfly that kind of bounces around. Not so much in fear of missing out, just trying to experience the rally and meet different people and do all that stuff, because I think that's what this community is all about. So whatever rally, whether there's the Harley rallies, the ADV, the dual sports, or whatever, you're always hanging out with your crew, your friends, you're riding, you know, and you end up riding with people that kind of ride similar to you, or at least have the same aspirations and doing the same things that you do. So again, to me this year, I think there's a few rallies I've had to cut back on. There's a few that I'm going to go to at new. March Motor Madness obviously is kind of a staple in that. Can't do a few of them this year, but I'm planning on going to the Tour Tech Rally out west, which is going to be fantastic, I think. Again, it's something new. It's something to experience differently. I can't make Soggy Bottom, unfortunately, this year. I know it's the 10th anniversary. I went last year, and it was a phenomenal place. Josh and the team does a great job. I will be back at Whale and Wayne. That's kind of been a staple. I started there in my journey. I've become friends with Chad, and, you know, just I enjoy going to that rally, and obviously it's close to home. But I think those are really the only 3 rallies that I'm doing this year. The rest of the stuff is trips. and kind of, getting out and doing some different things this year. Last year was heavy rally involved. It was a crazy, last couple of years has been heavy rallies. So this one, doing two mainstays, March Motor Madness, and then Waylon Wayne, but then I'm adding the Touratech one into it. And but let me know your thoughts on rallies, because this is my take. It's a rally season, like I said, is kicking off. It's a fun time for everybody, especially early on, right? Because if you live anywhere in the Midwest or up north, Northeast, whatever, just to get out and get on your bike again, it's just kind of this release and this enjoyment, and puts a smile back on your face. And they always talk about that windshield therapy, but I do get a kick out of it. So yeah, I like I said, I've been to these, a few different rallies. Like I said, had never been to a Harley-Davidson one, but I've seen a lot of film on it, which is always, I love it because it's just different, right? The ADV rallies, like I said, there's those couple of different factions inside the ADV rallies. And then you have the dual sport guys, which God bless them, because like I said, most of those guys have been around too much two-stroke in the morning.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
And revving it up, and everybody's sniffing it in. So, but again, I probably would be there too if I, had been around for a while. So anyways, let me know your thoughts on rallies, where you're maybe going this year. Hopefully if I'm at, if you're at one of the rallies that I'm going to go to, stop by, say hello. Hopefully you can run into one another. I have stickers. I can give you one. Everybody loves stickers. And again, hey, if you can, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Again, since I changed the name, some things, obviously the algorithm of YouTube changes. So maybe if you can unsubscribe and subscribe back would be great. And it'll boost, the quote unquote, the new channel, which is really not new, but it would just kind of put it back into circulation a little bit more. So again, thanks. Appreciate it. And I'll see you at a rally. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.